Environmental Studies Part 2, Standard 4th, Swaraj, First Conquest. It is no doubt true that Shivaji and his comrades took the oath of Swaraj in the temple of Raireshwar, but it was a very difficult task. In those days, Maharashtra was governed by 4 different powers: the Mughal Emperor of Delhi, Sultan Adil Shah of Bijapur, the Portuguese of Goa, and the Siddhi of Janjira. They were powerful opponents, firm in their authority. No one would dare utter a word against them. Under this difficult condition, Shivaji had taken the oath of Swaraj. There was no comparison between the vast forces of the enemy and a handful of Shivaji Mauras. But Shivaji's mind was made up, and his firm resolve was his greatest source of strength. Torna Fort. Shivaji controlled the Jagir of Pune, Supe, Chakan and Indapur. All the forts in the Jagir were, however, in the charge of officers from the court of Bijapur. He who controlled the forts also controlled the surrounding territory, and therefore all talk of Swaraj without the control of the forts was meaningless. A hill fort gave strategic support to the ruler, and Shivaji decided to capture one at a suitable time. For this purpose he had selected the fort of Torna. It stands to the southwest of Pune in Kanad Valley. It was a renowned fort, well suited for defense, and there were 2 strong marches defense. There were 2 strong marches on the way to the fort. A machi is a fortification of a natural plateau formed on the slope of hill. One of these marches was the Junjar Machi and the other the Budla Machi. Junjar Machi, like its name, could offer powerful defense against the enemy. The only access to the fort was across the Junjar Machi. It is a very difficult passage with high hills on one side and deep valley on the other. A careless person may easily lose his balance and end his life in the deep valley. Torna was considered one of the strong forts of Maharashtra. In the fort there is a temple of the goddess Torna Zai. That is why the fort is called Torna. Strangely enough, this powerful fort was neglected by Adil Shah. There were neither enough troops for its defense nor enough ammunition. Shivaji knew this, and this was exactly what he wanted. He decided to capture the fort and thus lay the foundation of Hindavi Swaraj. The drums of Swaraj begins to sound. With a few select bands of Mauras, Shivaji descended into the Kanad Valley. Swift-footed like the deer and lion-hearted in courage, they raced to the top and captured the strategic position in the fort. Tanaji Malusare hosted the Maratha flag at the main entrance. Esaji Kang, a trustworthy and loyal companion of Shivaji, posted his guards at important points. The fort was captured almost without any resistance, and the sky was filled with shouts of Shivaji Maharaj Ki Jai. The first battle drums and pipes of Hindavi Swaraj had sounded, and their echo reverberated throughout the valley. Shivaji named this fort Prachandagad, blessing of goddess Bhavani. Fort Torna then came under Shivaji's administration. He made a very careful survey of it and appointed officers such as Maratha Killedar, Brahmin Sabnis and Prabhu Karkhanis. The garrison included Mauras, Kolis, Ramoshis, Mahars and such brave men from many other castes and communities. In Swaraj, all castes and communities were to be treated alike and no distinction made on the basis of caste. As repairs to the fort started, a surprise awaited the people. They discovered 4 metal pots filled to brim with mohur. The workers were overjoyed. They said that this was a gift to Shivaji from the goddess Bhavani, who had blessed his efforts. All the money discovered was brought to Shivaji. No one thought of taking anything from it for himself. After all, it was the wealth of Swaraj. Shivaji felt greatly elated at this unexpected gift, which would enable him to pursue his ideal of Swaraj with added vigor. He felt that he was working under the benevolent eye of the goddess Bhavani. Shivaji utilized part of the treasure found in the fort to purchase arms and ammunition. The rest he decided to use for another project which was already in his mind. About 15 kilometers to the east of Torna is the hill of Murambadev. Shivaji had his eye on it for a long time. This hill was a steep and difficult of access and therefore of great strategic importance. Adil Shah had actually started constructing a fort on this hill but had left it unfinished. This hill also was not well guarded and Shivaji decided to capture it. The first capital of Swaraj. One day Shivaji climbed up the hill with a select band of his followers and took possession of the partially completed fort. The money found on Torna was used to complete the fortification of Murambadev. Shivaji named his fort Rajgarh. Stone mansion, carpenters, blacksmiths, water carriers, other workers, all the people got busy. They built the Raj Mahal, Bara Mahal and 18 workshops. Rajgarh became the first capital of Swaraj. Shivaji rapid progress. From then onward, Shivaji moved swiftly and captured one fort after another in Mawar. The whole country known as Bara Mawar, the 12 Mawars, was overflowing with joy and excitement. The Patils and Deshmukh from the many villages came and swore allegiance to Shivaji. But the Mawar had its own share of black legs who were ever ready to put a spoke in the fast-moving wheel of Swaraj. Jealous of Shivaji's success, they complained to the Adil Shah collected at Shirwar. The collector dispatched the messenger to Bijapur and informed Adil Shah of Shivaji's rapid progress. Shivaji, shrewd politician, Adil Shah was most surprised to get the news. He asked Shahaji Raje for an explanation. Shahaji Raje got himself out of this difficult situation by telling the Sultan that Shivaji Raje had probably taken over the fort for better administration of the Jagir. Shivaji also sent this message to the Sultan: I have taken possession of the fort for better administration of the countryside. We did this only in the interest of the Sultan. There was no evil design at the back of this action. The two forts of Kondhana and Purandar too had strategic location. Shivaji used his political skill and took control of both the forts. The next fort to come under his sway of Rohida. This was fast work indeed, and there was nothing to stop Shivaji now. Question number 1. Fill in the blank. First, Shivaji controlled the Jagirs of dash. Answer. Shivaji controlled the Jagirs of Pune, Supe, Sakan and Indapur. Second, Shivaji decided to capture the fort of dash and lay the foundation of Hindavi Swaraj. Answer. Shivaji decided to capture the fort of Torna and lay the foundation of Hindavi Swaraj. Third, Dash became the first capital of Swaraj. Rajgarh became the first capital of Swaraj. 4. Torna was to the southwest of Dash in the Dash Valley. Answer. Torna was to the southwest of Pune in the Kannad Valley. 5th. The only access to Torna fort was across the Dash. Answer. The only access to Torna fort was across the Junjar Machi. Environmental study. Question number 2. Write the answer in one sentence. First, which four different powers governed or ruled Maharashtra in those days? Answer. Maharashtra was governed by A. The Mughal Emperor of Delhi, B. Sultan Adil Shah of Bijapur, C. The Portuguese of Goa, D. The Siddhi of Janjira. Question number 2. What officers were appointed by Shivaji on the fort of Torna? Answer. The officers appointed by Shivaji on the fort of Torna were a Maratha Kiledar, a Brahmin Sabnis, and a Prabhu Karkhanis. Question number 3. What message did Shivaji send to Adil Shah? Answer. Shivaji sent the message to the Sultan that I have taken the possession of the fort for better administration of the countryside. We did this only in the interest of the Sultan. There was no evil design at the back of this action. Question number 3. Give reasons. A. Shivaji selected the fort of Torna to lay the foundation of Swaraj. Answer. Shivaji selected the fort of Torna to lay the foundation of Swaraj because A. Torna was a strong fort which was neglected by Adil Shah. B. Shivaji knew there were not enough troops or soldiers and ammunition or weapons for its Torna's defense. C. And he who controlled the fort also controlled or ruled the surrounding territory. B. The workers brought pots of mohurs or gold coin discovered on the fort Torna to Shivaji. Answer. The workers brought the pots of mohr discovered on forts of Torna to Shivaji because they felt that this was a gift from the goddess Bhavani, who had blessed his efforts and was regarded as wealth of Swaraj. Question number 4. Name the following. First, a fortification of natural plateau form on the slope of a hill. Answer. A machi. Second, two strong maches on the Torna fort. Answer. Junjar Machi or Budla Machi. Third, he hosted the Maratha flag at the main entrance of the fort Torna. Answer. Tanaji Malusare. Fourth, Shivaji renamed Torna fort as. Answer. Prachandagad. Fifth, some forts captured by Shivaji. Answer. Torna, Rajgarh, Kondhana, Purandar, Rohida. Environmental Studies Part 2.
Visit my website komalahira.com.